Good evening and welcome to the April 23rd, 2024 meeting for the Board of Directors of Piedmont Community Charter School. Piedmont Community Charter School is a tuition-free K-12 school that offers a superior college preparatory education option for this community and its families. And we will begin with a moment of silence. Thank you. Item number 3 on the agenda is public comment. Has anyone signed up for public comment?
No, sir.
Thank you. Item number 4, awards and recognition.
All right, I have lots of exciting news to share. Piedmont had 4 ninth graders selected for the Commissioner School of Excellence. Lola Barone, Janasia Crawford, Laura Haskins, and Kenya Pond. They will attend this summer and have the opportunity to learn firsthand from local leaders. We are very happy for them. 11th grader Michaela Rice has been accepted to the North Carolina School of Science and Mathematics Summer Ventures Program. This is a very impressive accomplishment and opportunity for her. Senior Jocelyn Dorley was one of 8 recipients throughout Gaston County to be awarded the Albert G. Myers Scholarship, totaling $20,000 over 4 years. This is a prestigious college scholarship in our community awarded to high school seniors who demonstrate purpose, character, and leadership qualities. We congratulate our high school chorus who attended MPA, Music Performance Adjudication, and had a wonderful performance, earning superior ratings from all 3 judges. The elementary campus received a certificate from the National Association for Music Education for participation in Music in Our Schools Month with its musical March Madness program. Music teacher Mrs. Westbrook did a wonderful job engaging elementary students and teachers in this activity school-wide. The elementary campus had a hugely successful fundraising campaign with its Booster-thon Fun Run. We had $33,461 in pledged donations. Money raised from this event will go towards a new sensory path in the back lot and additional playground structures. So we are very, very awesome about all of those things. And then, like hot off the presses, or an email from the Bloomies, we would like to congratulate Sabrina Lorga Lozano, Joshua Sells for being selected to compete for the top 6 at the Bloomies in May. Oh, yeah. Very happy for them. We would also like to congratulate Logan Lyles for being selected as one of the top 6 featured performers. He was the French chef. Oh, yes. So we are so extremely proud of all of our students who participated in The Little Mermaid. It was an amazing performance, just unbelievable what our team of teachers can produce to watch these kids, their voices, their acting skills, their dancing skills progress and them grow over the years is just one of the joys of working here, watching how the teachers pour themselves into them and how their talent just blooms. I mean, it just made my day, my weekend to see that performance.
Absolutely. Item number 5 on the agenda is approval of previous minutes. We have the minutes from March 19th in the packet. Has everybody had a chance to look over those? Is there any questions or additions? Hearing none, I'll hear a motion.
Make a motion to approve the March 19th minutes as presented. Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion is unanimous. Item number 6 on the agenda is reports, and we will start with the Treasurer and Finance Committee report.
We'll start with the surplus and cash worksheet. As of March 31st, in the operating account, we had $3,643,169.29. Our student activities account had $108,827.80. Our investment, valued at fair market value, was at $2,775,086.50. $1,000 in petty cash brings our total cash and investments to $6,528,083.59. So moving down to our anticipated cash position, cash and investments on hand at June 30th, 2023 were $6,887,547, plus our current year budgeted surplus of $975,552.08, and minus the fund balance appropriations of $1,518,600, brings us to an expected cash and investments on hand at the end of June of $6,344,499.08. And then when you back out the amount that's in the investment account, that gives us expected cash of $3,569,412.58. And then moving down to the funds that we have at the held at U.S. Bank, I'll just read the ending balances. At March 31st, the balance in the bond fund was $655,624.52. The amount in the debt service reserve fund was $1,794,022.37. So total bond proceeds held at U.S. Bank, $2,449,646.89. Any questions about that? Okay, so for the budget report, for the month of March, we had $1,788,824.51 in revenue, and expenses $1,552,351.20, brings us a net surplus for the month of $301,960.87, and a net surplus for the year of $578,765.66.
Year to date, right?
Year to date, that's right.
Not for the year total.
Sorry, year to date. Okay. So next thing that we wanted to present is there's a couple of, you've got two quotes here, one from FSI Office and one from Worthington Direct. So the FSI quote is a quote for new desks for the second grade mobile unit at the elementary campus. The desks that we purchased last year when we replaced all the elementary campus furniture are just a little too big to go in those small classrooms, and so the teachers are having a hard time moving around, and the kids are too. So this is a quote to replace those with smaller desks, and then we're going to take those desks and use them at the middle school campus. So the quote for the chairs is for chairs to go with the desks to go over to the middle school campus. So the quote for the desks is, the total amount is the $28,358. So that part's cut off. $358.71. Without tax, that's, let's see. We get the tax piece back. So pre-tax, you can take out the $1,855.24, and then the total amount for the chairs is the $11,561 less the tax of $763.
Any questions?
So will those be in before next school year,
Yes.
the desk and the chairs?
Yep.
Yeah, we'd like to go ahead and order them.
Right.
And
Well,
get
that's
them
why I
in
was looking
here.
at that lead time. That's why I was.
That's the hope. I mean, it's not a guarantee, but that's the hope.
I make a motion that we approve the purchase of the elementary school desk and the middle school chairs based on the quotes as presented.
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion's unanimous.
That's it.
Item 6B on the agenda is head of school report.
Good Good evening, everyone. The first report I have for you is the compliance submission report. So for the Office of Charter Schools, we submitted our grievance policy for parents and staff, and that was completed on April the 15th. For our bond loans reporting upload to Emma, we had to upload our Moody's Investment Services bond rating due diligence review, and that was on March the 19th. Moving on to enrollment, as of the 16th, we had 1,879 students, 658 at elementary, 639 in middle school, 582 in the high school. And we also had our lottery, and we had a record number of applications. Let me pull up the number. 1,568 lottery applications, the most we've ever had. Next, we have the withdrawal log. And, again, it's mostly people moving. The next thing I have for you is Dr. Keys, our school psychologist, her contract for next year. The fees did not go up. They're exactly the same as last year's. And I need that approved.
Make a motion, we approve Dr. Key's contract as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is unanimous.
All right, so that's all I have for you on my report. Our next board meeting is May the 21st. The last day of school is May 22nd, and graduation is May 24th at Caramont Health Park at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we would love for all of you to come. If you'll let me know if you plan to attend so we can pull a ticket out for you.
Item 6C is Enrichment Committee, and Ms. Largent let me know that she would not be here and that the Enrichment Committee had no report. Item 6D, Athletics Committee.
No report.
Thank you. Item 6E, Facilities Committee.
Okay, I have a couple things real quick. The first is we are officially done with the middle school parking lot project.
Great job, Malia, and everybody else. David.
Yeah, so I just wanted to update everybody. We came in right under the allotted amount for that, so we're done. And then the next thing, if you look in your packet, there is a window quote. So I just wanted to, I know we talked about the safety grant that we got a couple months ago. If you remember, there was $101,000 that we received. We have allocated and already installed a fire alarm in the house on the elementary campus, and that was $17,550. And then the 3M film on the storefronts at the elementary and middle school. So that was, the elementary was $11,100 and the middle school was $6,060. So that leaves us with $66,290 to allocate to a safety project. So this window quote, we had reached out to these guys back when we were applying for the grant. We got them to update their quote, and it's now $128,132. This is for middle school classroom windows only, and they will be able to open from the inside. So it's a huge safety upgrade compared to what we have now. The price did change from what we originally quoted, but this is a better window. The film is stronger, it's just a better window in general, and then we have to have heavier hinges because it's a heavier window. So it's not all like an inflationary thing. There was actually a reason for it. So what we would like to ask is if we can get approval. So the balance that we have from the grant is $66,290, like I said. We would need an additional $61,842 to be able to complete this project. And we will need to talk about it and vote on it.
Is there any questions? Comments? Motions?
I'll make a motion to approve the additional funds for Carolina Classic windows and glass for the middle school campus.
Second. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? I'm going to put in just the further discussion. Tell me the exact number that's needed,
Of windows?
the 61,000.
Oh, I'm sorry, 61,842.
61,842. Any further discussion?
What's the time turnaround on the installation?
So he says if he orders them, he'll get them, it'll probably be like mid to late July, so he won't be able to get them installed before school starts, but he could do it over weekends. He's estimating he can get 6 to 8 windows done per weekend. But when I spoke with him earlier today, he said this late in the year, ordering them now is going to be pushing into the summer before we can get them, 12 to 15 weeks before they come in.
So likely September, sometime it'll be complete.
Yeah.
Any other questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is unanimous.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Item 6F is Governance Committee. And,
Casey Reese is going to talk to us.
okay, great. Hey, Casey.
All right. I am going to talk about our E-rate funding, which is federal money that we use for 100% of our internet funding, and also funds our local network equipment like switches and wireless access points. Every year, as part of this E-rate funding, our technology director, Michael Stocks, signs a document verifying that our school is SIPA compliant, and SIPA is Children's Internet Protection Act compliant. Piedmont's current technology policy, which is posted on our website, contains internet safety measures that meet this compliance requirement. But the purpose of bringing this up on tonight's agenda is simply to provide the board and school stakeholders an opportunity to review and discuss the existing policy to maintain SIPA compliance. What I did here in your packet is I just put a portion of the technology policy that mentions security and that mentions E-rate funding and the internet safety measures that we are to put in place according to our policy. We are continuously monitoring available products and services to help ensure internet safety for our students. So a few examples of that is our system-wide internet filter, which is called Zscaler. That is state provided. We, on top of that, have a product called Dino, which is kind of in-house real-time web monitoring that the teachers use. We also have a product called Gaggle, which monitors and filters student Google accounts, including email and stored documents. And we are a Google for Education Suite school. So through the Google admin, the IT has additional control of sites that they can block and student access beyond the Zscaler filter when necessary. So our current policy is, we are SIPA compliant through our current policy, but this was just an opportunity to bring it back up, and, you know, it's always good to review what we have in place.
And for us to be compliant, it needs to be on the agenda and in the minutes.
Any questions? Thank you, Casey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Casey.
There's no other items for governance committee. Any other business?
Can I ask a question about the SIPA real quick?
Yeah.
What is the leeway, or leeway is not a good word, when the computers are at home with the children? So is there monitoring, sorry?
Zscaler's still in place at home. Yeah,
Okay.
Zscaler still works,
Okay, good,
because it's installed on the Chromebook.
okay.
But our technology policy also states that, not policy, but the user agreement that the parents sign, that they are to also be monitoring at home.
Okay.
Anything else? Our next board meeting will be May 21st, 2024. And that'll be right before graduation. We stand adjourned.